Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is spiritual awakening, and we're fortunate to have with us to talk about spiritual awakening the Reverend Dr. Alexander Arthur, who is the pastor of the Word of Life Christian Center, located in Nashville, Tennessee. And of course, Dr. Arthur, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
Thank you.
And to tell you how delighted we are to have you, and especially to think in terms of the topic that we're going to deal with this morning, spiritual awakening, because I think it has been demonstrated that, especially since September the 11th, that there has been an increase in spiritual activities among many segments of society, and et cetera. And we want to explore that this morning. But before we get into that, Dr. Arthur, let's have you to talk about your background, your education, and some of the information that was important in terms of your life and eventually leading you to the pastor of the Word of Life Christian Center, after which we will talk about something about spiritual awakening. You can define that, and then we'll get into the show for today.
Thank you, Dr. Haney, for inviting me. And I'm originally from Ghana, West Africa. I was born there, went to high school there, and then came to the United States, to University of New Orleans, did my undergraduate work in political science, and from there went into Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio, for my master's and PhD in international politics. After which I was invited for an interview at Tennessee State University, which happened to be then my first job in my career, where I worked for 8 years, and then from there to Austin Peay State University for another year, and then to Fisk, where I ended up staying there for 10 years, during which I was appointed as the executive assistant to the president of the university, and thereby had some responsibilities for administration, along with my professorial duties. And then, but in between all of that, came a time when I had a call of the God that I serve, to the living God. And in 1989, it really coincided my time of work at Fisk University. And so then I began this ministry, a church in my home, and gradually it grew to the point where now we are on Clarksville Highway. We call it a church on a hill right next to Kruger, called Word of Life Christian Center. It used to be directly across the Lowriders church, not church, Lowriders Club, Lord have mercy, Lowriders Club. So we've been there for 2 years now, and we believe in God for more work in the community and having an impact in this city for the Lord. Also, I need to say that I'm married with 4 children, and one who works as a youth minister in our church. He's made me a grandfather. And then there is a second child who finished from Fisk University and working on her master's, and now lives in Washington, D.C. with her husband. A third child who's doing her medical training at Meharry Medical College, going into her second year. And a baby child who goes to Fisk University now, also going to her second year at Fisk University. And so you can tell the Arthur family is kind of spread out and loaded with all kind of work being done for the Lord. And then finally, I need to say that I have been given, as I said earlier, a wife who has been a wonderful partner. We've been married since 1991. And of course, this is my second marriage, and it's been very wonderful. And so I thank God all that has made it possible for me today to do the work that I'm doing.
You know, Dr. Arthur, I think one of the things that we've indicated earlier, that since September 11th, there has been this increased awareness of things that are of a spiritual nature. But now, when you talk about spiritual awakening, let's give our audience some kind of definition. Let's give you, before we talk about some aspects of spiritual awakening.
I think that what we need to even do before that is to understand that we are spirit beings, and I think most people don't recognize that. And because they didn't know that, if you talk about spiritual awakening, they don't seem to really relate to that. But if we were to accept the fact that we are spirit beings, then spiritual awakening will make more sense to us. When God made